The real Ragnar Lothbrok. History versus the TV show. A longship cuts through fog. He stormed the gates of Paris. He fathered legendary sons like Ivar the Boneless and Bjorn Ironside. And he died screaming in a snake pit, a king to the end. This is Ragnar Lothbrok, the most famous Viking who may have never existed. Or did he? Welcome back to Valhalla Chronicles. Today we separate fact from fiction in the legend of Ragnar Lothbrok, the warrior king of the TV series Vikings, and the shadowy figure of history. Was he real? What did he really do? And how much of the show is made up? Let's find out. Chapter 1. The Legend. What the show tells us in the hit TV series Vikings, Ragnar is a farmer from Kattegat who dreams of sailing west married to Lagertha, then Aslaug, daughter of the shield maiden Brynhildr, a visionary who discovers England and raids Lindisfarne, a king who conquers Paris and defies the gods, betrayed and thrown into a pit of snakes by King Ella of Northumbria, his death, one of the most iconic scenes in TV history. But how much of this is true? Spoiler: not all of it. Chapter 2. The Historical Traces. Did Ragnar exist? There is no definitive proof that Ragnar Lothbrok was a real person, but there are strong clues. He appears in 3 major sources: the Saga of Ragnar Lothbrok, written 1200s, the tale of Ragnar's sons, same era, chronicles by medieval monks like the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle. These sources describe a great Viking chieftain named Ragnar, or Ragnar Lothbrok, meaning Ragnar Hairy Breeches. Yes, really, possibly because of special snake-proof pants. He's said to have raided England and France in the 9th century, married Aslaug, believed to be a descendant of Norse heroes, fathered legendary sons, Ivar, Bjorn, Halfdan, Ubbe, and more. And here's the key. His sons are historically confirmed. Chapter 3. The Sons, Proof of a Father? In 865 AD, a massive Viking army, called the Great Heathen Army, invaded England. Its leaders, Ivar the Boneless, Halfdan, Ubbe, and others, all named as Ragnar's sons in the Sagas. They conquered Northumbria, East Anglia, and York. Now here's the logic. These sons definitely existed. They claimed to be sons of a great Viking king. They sought revenge for their father's death. So, if the sons were real, and they all claimed the same famous father, maybe Ragnar was real too. Historians call this plausible legend, not proven, but very possible. Chapter 4. The Snake Pit, Truth or Myth. According to legend, King Ella of Northumbria captured Ragnar and threw him into a pit of snakes. Ragnar's last words? How the young pigs would grunt if they knew how the old boar suffers. A warning that his sons would avenge him. Spoiler, they did. But did this really happen? No physical evidence supports it. No bones, no snake pits, no records from Ella's court. However, his sons did brutally kill Ella in 867 AD using the blood eagle, a ritualistic execution. So whether Ragnar died in a snake pit or not, his sons made sure the story was terrifying. Chapter 5. What the show got right and wrong. Let's break it down. What the show got right. Ragnar's sons were real and led the Great Heathen Army. He raided France. Vikings attacked Paris in 845 AD, led by a chieftain named Ragnar, possibly Ragnar. He was a symbol of Viking ambition, pushing westward, challenging kings. His death inspired vengeance, a core Viking value, honor through revenge. What the show made up. Lagertha as his first wife, likely fictional. The name appears in sagas, but her story is legendary. Flying to Asgard, pure drama. Vikings believed in Valhalla, not floating heavens. Discovering America, that was Leif Erikson, centuries later. Killing the seer, the blind prophet, is a dramatic device, not historical. Chapter 6. So, who was the real Ragnar? He was likely a great Viking warlord of the 800s, a unifier of clans, or a legendary figure built from multiple raiders, a symbol of Viking daring, ambition, and fate. Think of him like King Arthur, part man, part myth. Over time, stories grew. His deeds were exaggerated. His sons used his name to legitimize their power. But one thing's clear. The legend of Ragnar Lothbrok changed history, because without him, there would be no Great Heathen Army, no conquest of England, no Viking Age Golden Age. Ragnar Lothbrok may never have sailed into Kattegat at sunset. He may never have whispered to Athelstan by the fire. But the impact of his legend is undeniable. He represents the Viking spirit, bold, unstoppable, driven by fate, and whether he lived or died in a snake pit, his name echoes through time. If you were shocked by how much of Ragnar's story is legend, smash that like button. It helps more people discover the truth. Subscribe for next week's video, The Dark Truth About Viking Sacrifices. Turn on notifications because we're diving into blood, gods, and secrets. Comment below, do you believe Ragnar Lothbrok was real? And who was your favorite character from the Vikings TV show? Until next time, trust the journey.